Hi students, I welcome to all of you to this session of Hydro, Wind and Wave Power. Dear students, myself Dhiraj Mondol, Assistant Professor, JIS College of Engineering, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about the inward radial flow turbine. Okay, so before coming to the discussion, let us discuss the basically the admission for 2020. It is open right now. You can join JIS College of Engineering Mechanical Engineering Department. It is a first private engineering college in West Bengal according to the India Today ranking, and you know that Department of Mechanical Engineering is Tier 1 NBA accredited Tier 1 department. So welcome, I am welcoming you to welcome again to a Mechanical Engineering Department. Introduction to the inward radial flow reaction turbine. First of all, you know last class we have discussed what radial flow reaction turbine and some numerical also discussed. So first of all, what do we mean by the radial flow reaction turbine? You know the radial flow turbine are those turbine in which the water flows in radial direction. Okay, and if the water is flowing from outward to inward radially, then it will be called inward radial flow turbine. In case of outward radial flow turbine, I can say that if the water is flowing from inward to outward radially, then it will be called outward radial flow turbine. So today we will be discussing about the inward radial flow turbine, the velocity triangle and work done by the water on runner. It will be discussed in this diagram. You can see this is the figure of inward radial flow turbine. So what happened? The water is flowing from outward to inward radially. Now here you can see the guide vane. This is the guide vane, this is the moving vane. So what happened? The water is entering into the casing, and first of all the water is flowing in the guide vane, where this guide vane it is a stationary plate. Okay, so what happened here? The guide vane is basically giving the direction of the water, and the water is entering into the runner, okay, or into the vane without any kind of external shock. Okay, and smoothly it is flowing, and when it is entering into this runner, so the spiral shape vane will be there, and the by the help of the pressure energy and kinetic energy, the runner is rotating as well as shaft is rotating, and we are getting some shaft work. That shaft is given mechanical work output, and that mechanical work is taken for electrical energy by the help of the generator. So the when we have discussed the impact of jet there, the radial curved vane, in case of radial curved vane, the work done per second on the runner by water is given in this equation. This is the equation rho a v1 vw1 u1 plus minus vw2 u2. Okay, so this is what, this is the work done per second on the runner by water in this equation. Now rho a into v1 is what? It is basically it is your discharge. So discharge is nothing but the flow rate of flow. How much water is flowing, that is called your discharge. Now the rho q vw1, that is your real velocity at inlet, u1, okay, u1 is the tangential velocity of the wheel at inlet, and vw plus minus vw2 u2. Okay, so this is the ultimately what you have got. This is the equation, and from the impact of jet chapter already this lecture is already provided in my YouTube channel DM Study Center. You can follow my channel. Okay, there you have to search fluid machinery, and there is a dedicated playlist, so you can follow that particular lecture in case any kind of doubt. Okay, so u1 is the tangential velocity of the wheel at inlet, and it is equal to, we can write pi d1 n by 60, and d1 is the d1 is what, diameter of the outer diameter of the runner. ut is what, tangential velocity of wheel at outlet. So pi d2 n by 60 is the u2. So tangential velocity of wheel at outlet is the u2, and it can be written as pi d2 n by 60. d2 is equal to inner diameter of runner, n is equal to speed of the runner in rpm. So the work done per second per unit weight of water per second is equal to what, work done per second by weight of the water striking per second. So work done already I have calculated, that is your rho q into Vw1 plus u1 plus minus Vw2 u2. Why I have written plus minus? Because if beta is your obtuse angle, then it will be minus. If beta is your acute angle, then it will be plus. Okay. By weight of the water striking per second means m into g, and m is the mass flow rate here. So mass flow rate is equal to rho into area into velocity. So that is why it can be written as rho into q into g. G is the gravitational constant. So at last what I have got, the equation is work done per second per unit weight of water is equal to 1 by g Vw1 plus into u1 plus minus Vw2 into u2. So this is your equation, and keep it in your mind when we will be solving some numerical. We can we have to use this equation. Okay, now one more consideration we have to take here. So this equation, the previous slide, in this previous slide, the whatever the equation we have got, now what this equation represents the energy transfer per unit weight to the runner. This equation is known as Euler's equation. This equation is known as Euler's equation of hydrodynamic machine. Very important. Euler's equation of hydrodynamic machine is this equation is known as Euler's equation of hydrodynamic machine, and it is also known as fundamental equation of hydrodynamic machine. And this equation was given by Louis scientist, actually L. Euler. That means the name of the scientist is your L. Euler, and it is your Swiss scientist. Sorry. So the equation, in this equation, the beta is what? Beta is the angle of the runner, or the guide blade angle, you can say, at the outlet. So what happened, if the angle beta is an acute angle, then the equation will be positive, but if beta is obtuse angle, then the equation will be negative. Now let us consider beta is your 90 degree. So in case beta is your 90 degree, so at that time Vw2 will be 0. Why? Because beta is equal to 90 degree, and from the velocity triangle you can say, you can see here. So this is the velocity triangle, let us consider. So beta is equal to 90 degree, you can see here. So if beta is equal to 90 degrees, Vw2 will be 0. Am I right? So if this situation occur, then the work done per second per unit weight of water strikes it will be 1 by g Vw1 into u1. So remember one more equation, that the equation is trimmed right now, and Vw2, putting Vw2 0. So the equation work done is equal to 1 by g Vw1 into u1. Okay, now let us discuss about the hydraulic efficiency. What is hydraulic efficiency? The hydraulic efficiency is equal to runner power by water power. Already in earlier class I have discussed. So hydraulic efficiency is equal to runner power by water power. So runner power is equal to what? this is your mass flow rate into Vw1 into U1 plus minus Vw2 into U2. So the mass flow rate can be written as W by G, because W is equal to M into Z. So W by G into 1000 Vw1 U1 plus minus Vw2 U2, this equation is the runner power. Why it is taken 1000? Because I have to take in terms of kilowatt. And water power is what? mgh, or m is equal to W. So W into h is the water power. So ultimately, if this equation if it is your equation, now the if I am simplifying this equation, the hydraulic efficiency would I have to get the Vw1 U1 plus minus Vw2 U2 by G into capital H. So this is the equation, and here another one equation we have got, that is your hydraulic efficiency in case of radial flow, inward radial flow reaction turbine, and it is equal to Vw1 plus U1 plus minus Vw2 U2 by G into H. Okay, where R here you can see the Rp by Wp means Rp is the runner power, or power delivered by water to the runner, and Wp is the water power. Okay, if the discharge is radial at outlet, let us consider the discharge is radial at outlet. At that time, beta is equal to 90 degree and Vw2 is equal to 0. So at that time, efficiency of the hydraulic efficiency is equal to eta is equal to Vw1 U1 by G into H. Vw1 U1 by G into H. Okay. Now, so this is your equation. Next equation is your hydraulic efficiency in case of beta. If beta is equal to 90 degree, then Vw1 U1 by G into H. In the above case of velocity triangle under consideration, the change of total energy per unit weight inside the runner is equal to 1 by G Vw1 U1 plus Vw2 U2. Okay, so this is the change of total energy per unit weight inside the runner. Now, if I am substituting the value of Vw1 U1 and Vw2 U2 from equation, this equation 1 and 2, here you can see. So here basically we are replacing this Vw1 U1 in the previous slide we have seen. So Vw1 and U1 and Vw2 U2 is equal to this value. So after putting this value, we have got this equation: V1 square by minus V2 square by 2G plus U1 square minus U2 square by 2G plus VR1 R2 square minus VR1 square by 2G. Okay, so this is all about the HE. Okay, or the total energy per unit weight inside the runner. Now the another one we have to another one thing we have to consider here, the R, degree of reaction, that is here is equal to change of pressure energy inside the runner per unit weight by change of total energy inside the runner per unit weight. So after putting this value, we will be getting this equation, and after solving this equation, we will be getting R is equal to 1 minus V1 square minus V2 square by 2G HE. Okay, so the value of R in case of Pelton turbine, okay, it will be what? In case of Pelton wheel, it is will be U1 is equal to U2 and VR1 is equal to VR2. So the R is equal to at that time 0, because degree of reaction in case of Pelton wheel it will be 0, and in case of reaction turbine H is equal to this equation I have seen. And after simplifying this equation, we will be seeing that 1 minus cot alpha by 2 into cot alpha minus cot theta is the in case of radial flow reaction turbine in the degree of reaction. Some definition you need to know, it is very important for an exam point of view or numerical. When you are solving the numerical, speed ratio is equal to what? U1 by root over 2gh, where U1 is the tangential velocity of the wheel at inlet, flow ratio is equal to velocity of flow at inlet by root over 2g is discharge is equal to q is equal to area into velocity. So pi d1 b1 is the area into velocity vf1, okay, is equal to, also we can write pi d2 b2 into vf2, where d1 is the diameter of the runner at inlet, b1 is the width of the runner at inlet. vf1 is equal to velocity of flow at inlet. Clear? So d2 b2 vf2 is equal to corresponding values at outlet. Now if I am considering the thickness of the vein, if the thickness of the vein is taken into consideration, then the area through which flow takes place is given by pi d1 minus n into t. Okay, so pi d1 minus n into t, where n is what? Number of vein on runner and t is the thickness of each vein. Okay, so keep it in your mind, very important. Next is your the discharge q is equal to, we can write q is equal to pi d1 minus n into t into b1 into vf1 if the thickness is taken under consideration. Now the head on the turbine, it is given by p1 by rho g plus v1 square by 2g. Why? Because at the head on the turbine, basically it is what? Pressure head and kinetic head. So pressure at inlet is the P1. Okay. Now the radial discharge here, basically the angle made by the absolute velocity with the tangent on the wheel is basically 90 degree, and the component of the real velocity is 0. Radial discharge at outlet means beta is equal to 90 degree and VW2 is equal to 0. While the radial discharge at outlet means alpha is equal to 90 degree and VW1 is equal to 0. Okay, so again I am telling you, radial discharge at outlet means beta is equal to 90 degree and VW2 is equal to 0, and while radial discharge at outlet means, okay, alpha is equal to 90 degree and VW1 is equal to 0. Okay, outlet and inlet. Okay, if there is no loss of energy when water flows through the vein, then we have seen that if the H is the head, H minus velocity head square, that is your V2 square by 2g, velocity energy or kinetic head, is equal to what? 1 by g VW1 U1 plus minus VW2 U2, because 1 by g VW1 U1 plus minus VW2 U2 is what? Work done. So at the outlet what we are getting? Some work done and some kinetic head. So that is why I can write this one, that the head, the loss of energy when the water flows through the vein. Okay, this can be written. Now let us solve some numerical. So here you can see, so let us discuss some numerical analysis on of inward radial flow reaction turbine. The learning output you can see to understand the numerical analysis of inward radial flow reaction turbine. So first of all, go through the problem. An inward flow reaction turbine has external and internal diameter as 1 meter and 0.5 meter respectively. The velocity of flow through the runner is constant and is equal to 1.5 meter per second. Determine discharge through the runner and width of the turbine at outlet if the width of the turbine at inlet is equal to 200 millimeter. So first of all, what are the given data? The given data, external diameter of the turbine is given, that is equal to 1 meter. Internal diameter of the turbine, it is equal to 0.5 meter. Velocity of flow at inlet and outlet also given, Vf1 and Vf2, that is equal to 1.5 meter per second. Width of the turbine at inlet B1 is equal to 200 mm or 0.2 meter. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the width at outlet. So let us consider width at outlet is equal to B2. So the simple formula, we know that discharge, formula of discharge is what? Q is equal to pi D1 B1 into VF1. So the all the values you know, put the values, you can get 0.9425 meter cube per second. Now the pi D1 B1 into VF1 is equal to pi D2 E2 into VF2, you know. Now pi cancel out, so D1 B1 is equal to D2 B2. Now all the values are known except B2. So from this equation, putting all the values, then we will be getting the B2, that is the width of the at outlet, is equal to 400 millimeter. I hope it is clear. Now let us solve another numerical, very important numerical for exam point of view. An inward flow reaction turbine has external and internal diameters as 0.9 and 0.45 meter respectively. The turbine is running at 200 rpm and width of the turbine at inlet is equal to 200 rpm. The velocity of flow through the runner is constant and is equal to 1.8 meter per second. The guide blade makes an angle of 10 degree to the tangent of the wheel and the discharge at the outlet of the turbine is radial. Draw the inlet and outlet velocity triangle and determine number 1 the absolute velocity of water at inlet of the runner, the velocity of reel at inlet, the relative velocity at inlet, the runner blade angles, width of the runner at outlet, mass of water flowing through the runner per second, head of the inlet of the turbine, and number last 8 number question, power developed and hydraulic efficiency of the turbine. So these are the this is your question. Now you need to find out these 8 question answer. So here basically, first of all, write down what are the given data. So you can see the velocity triangle, inlet and outlet. Okay, so here this is your velocity triangle. Now the external diameter is equal to D1 is equal to 0.9 meter. Internal diameter is your 0.45 meter. Given data, n is equal to 200 rpm. B1 is equal to, that is your with an inlet is equal to n is equal to 200 rpm. B1 is equal to 200 rpm, that is your 0.2 meter. Vf1 is equal to Vf2 is equal to 1.8 meter per second. Alpha is equal to 10 degree. Discharge at outlet is equal to radial, already given. So we can say that beta is equal to 90 degree and Vw2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now the tangential velocity of wheel at inlet and outlet, it can be written as u1 is equal to pi d1 n by 60 and u2 is equal to pi d2 n by 60. If I am putting all the values of u1 and u2, d1 and n and d2 and n, then I can get the u1. u1 is equal to 9.4224 meter per second and u2 is equal to 4.712 meter per second. So first question is what? Absolute velocity of water at inlet of the runner. That means you need to find out the V1. And from the velocity triangle, it can be easily written as V1 sine alpha is equal to Vf1. Okay. So Vf1 is equal to what? V1 sine alpha. Now V1 is equal to V1 sine alpha is equal to Vf1. So V1 is equal to Vf1 by sine alpha, that is equal to 18 by sine 10 degree. So that is equal to 10.365 meter per second. Okay, the velocity of reel at inlet is equal to Vw1, and Vw1 is equal to V1 cos alpha is equal to 10.365 into cos 10 degree, that is what 10.207 meter per second. Okay, so here you can see the Vw1 is equal to 10.207 meter per second, that is your real velocity at inlet. Now you need to find out the relative velocity, because question number 3 is a relative velocity at inlet. So the relative velocity at inlet is equal to Vr1, and how we can calculate? By the help of the formula Pythagoras. Pythagoras formula, you know that hypotenuse is equal to length or your perpendicular square into base square. So by the help of that formula, Vr1 can be written as root over Vr1 cube, sorry, square, root over Vr1 square plus V1 minus U1 whole square. Okay, so this is your this should be square, this is not cube. Okay, printing mistake. So the after solving out this numerical this formula, Vr1 can be written as 0.1963 meter per second. Okay, so 1.963 meter per second, that is your relative velocity at inlet. Now question number 4 is the runner blade angles, that is theta and phi. So how we can calculate theta and phi? Again, you can see this is your velocity triangle, and theta and phi you need to find out. Theta is what? Runner blade angle at inlet, and phi is the runner blade angle at outlet. Now tan theta can be written as, from the velocity triangle again, the velocity triangle tan theta can be written as Vf1 by Vw1 minus U1. Okay, so the tan theta is this, and after putting, you know that Vf1, you know Vw1, you know U1. So after putting this value, you can find out theta is equal to 66.48 degree. Okay, next I need to find out tan phi. So tan phi is equal to, from the velocity triangle, tan phi is equal to what? Tan phi is equal to Vf2 by U2. So Vf2 by U2 is the tan phi. So I know Vf2, I know U2 is, so I can find out easily tan phi. So that is your phi is equal to 20.9 degree. Okay, this is the answer. Question number 5. Width of the runner at outlet, that is your B2. So width of the runner, before finding out width of the runner, you need to find out the discharge also. Discharge is given or not? So pi, you know that the formula of discharge is equal to what? Pi d1 b1 into Vf1, and it is also, by the help of continuity equation, it can be written as that pi b1 v by pi b1 d1 v1 is equal to pi d2 into Vf2, d2 b2 into Vf2. So this is your formula. Okay, now d1 b1 is equal to d2 v2. Clear? So ultimately, eliminating the pi from both sides, and Vf1 is equal to Vf2, you know. So d1 b1 is equal to d2 b2, and b2 is equal to pi d1 b1 by d2. So ultimately the b2 will be 400 millimeter. So this is the correct answer. So question number 5, I think it is all right, it is clear. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, I will get back to you. And question number 6. Let us solve question number 6. Question number 6, again see question number 6. Mass of water flowing through the runner per second. That is your mass flow rate. So mass flow rate I have to calculate. So discharge, you know, pi d1 v1 into vf1. You know that all the values you know. So what is discharge? 1.0178 meter cube per second. So mass flow rate is equal to rho into q. Rho is equal to 1000 for water, 1000 kg per meter cube, and discharge is equal to 1.0178 meter cube per second. So after putting all the value, what we have got, 101917.8 kg per second is the correct answer. That is the mass flow rate. Okay. So ultimately what we have got, mass flow rate is equal to 1017.8 kg per second. Question number 7. Question number 7 is a head at the inlet of the turbine. So head of the at the inlet of the turbine, how we can calculate? You know that input energy is your water power. Now this water power is converted into kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy is converted into mechanical work output, that is your mechanical energy or shaft power. So at the outlet of the turbine, what we are getting? Some kind of shaft power, and also some velocity energy will be, that is your kinetic energy. Velocity head will be there. So some velocity head and some work done will be obtained at the outlet of the reaction turbine, radial flow reaction turbine. So we can write H is equal to W plus velocity head. Okay, so H is equal H minus V2 square by 2G is equal to 1 by G VW1 U1 plus minus VW2 U2, and as we know that beta is equal to 90 degree, that is your discharge is your radial. So VW2 easily I can say VW2 is equal to 0 because it is flowing radially, or beta is equal to 90 degree. So the formula is 1 by G VW1 U1. Okay, so 1 by G VW1 U1, eliminating the VW2 U2. This is the ultimately equation, and H is equal to this VW2 VW1 and U1, you know, this is already given, already I have found out from the given data, and 9.97 meter is the correct answer. That is the head at the inlet of the turbine. Clear? So what is the head at the inlet of the turbine? 9.97. Okay. Next, last question is the power developed. Power developed, that is your P. P is equal to work done per second on runner. Okay, by 1000. Why we are dividing by 1000? Because I have to take in terms of kilowatt, nothing else. Now rho q, what is the work done per second? Rho q into VW1 U1. So rho, you know, 1000, q already I have got 1.0178, VW1 is your 10.207, U1 is a 9.424, and 1000 by 1000. So 97.9 kilowatt is the correct answer. And at last, the efficiency you need to calculate. Hydraulic efficiency is equal to VW1 U1 by G into H. So put all the value, the efficiency you will be getting 98.34%. So today up to this, I hope it is clear. Very important numerical for your exam point of view. Okay, so you must see this type of numerical in the exam. This what I have discussed, that is your assignment. Submit to my given email ID. So in case you want to know again my email ID, I will show you. So this is my email ID, dhiraj.mondal@jiscollege.ac.in. My phone number is given here. You can connect me in case of any kind of doubt related to my subject, also related to my related to admission in JIS College of Engineering. Most welcome. Today up to this. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind.